Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for the month of July, including late June 2026. So welcome, Libra. We are currently in the zodiac sign of Cancer. So element being water. So lots of emotional happenings this 4 weeks. Whether they be for negative or positive, we need to sort of take heed of them and just work through whatever these emotions are. Can be quite a tempestuous time emotionally, I find personally, Cancer. Okay. You are in your 10th house of status, legacy, how you would like to be seen, what you would like to be remembered for, how you feel that you sit in your world, in your family, friends, what is your worth. So it's the 10th house, so it's ruled by Capricorn, so status, how we see it, how we want to ourselves to be seen, basically. Energy around is the Hierophant, so the moral compass. And that ties in nicely, actually, because we all have our own moral compass. We do know, however, that there are people that we see in this world that don't seem to have one. But really, that's not our business. It's what our own is. This is sort of like authority. It's sort of akin to, he's the high priest, so it's about religious, or what you align with, what your faith is, what is your, own feelings about the right thing and the wrong thing to do. So let's go on the journey for this 4 weeks for you guys, Libra. It's quite an interesting house, actually, the 10th house, because we all aspire to something or to be remembered, even if it's just a kind person or a person that sort of thinks of others and is self-aware, things like that. Very simple, really. Okay, where you are right now, Libra. 4 of Cups, maybe feeling a bit down in the dumps emotionally. Maybe there's stuff, obviously, with the Cancerian energy of water coming through where you just feel like you've sort of had a really great time, things have been good, and then suddenly you get to the 4 of Cups and you feel like, it's like post-holiday blues kind of thing. It's temporary, but that's how you feel emotionally. So if that's how you're feeling, worry not, because this will soon change once you look at what you do have and what you've got to look forward to. Have you got goals? What's next? That kind of thing. It's keeping you constantly, looking forward rather than sort of dwelling, the dwelling card. So we're going to find out why that's actually there, Libra. The challenge and the influence is the Devil. So Capricorn energy. So this is that codependent card. This is the card where you feel stuck with another person. You feel tethered to them. You feel they've sort of been occupying too much of your time emotionally as well, that you just think, I want rid of it. Hence the chains to the 2 people there. It's sort of male and female, but it can be other family members or something where you just feel like there's no impasse to this. And that has created the 4 of Cups. So it's kind of swamped your world in a way. And you're feeling a bit sort of downtrodden about it, which is, yeah, well, of course you are, but you just need to unchain and sort of look out at all the other great things in your life rather than just focusing on that one person or that one thing that you feel like it's like an addiction, but you just can't stop it. Let's see the background of this interesting scenario. And the Tower, so there's been an ending of sorts. There's been a relationship perhaps here that really it's such an old structure, it's been hit by lightning, it doesn't have any more worth. You've just got to bulldoze it and build something new there. It's something that's past its use by date. You've done all you can, and now you just have to sort of clear and start again. It encompasses things like separation, divorce, family members that you think, oh, look, I just can't take any more of this stuff. And it's almost like the structure is crumbling, so best to get rid of it altogether. It sounds harsh, but that's what the Tower talks about. Getting rid of the old to make way for the new. Recent influences and the star. So moving forward is really the way through all this that you've got here, because it's pretty heavy, Libra. Moving forward, very much so. We've got 3 major cards sitting right there. So there's been stuff, and there is still ongoing stuff, but that's okay. You're doing something about it with the Aquarius, the star card. So you're moving forward. You're looking at things in a much more sort of, this is Aquarius, so you're looking out there for things that are much more positive and different ways of looking at things without sort of being too emotional about it. And just remembering this very simple meaning of it is just keep moving forward. Don't look back, because if you start doing that, you're stuck like the devil. So you've got to move forward. Enough said with that. I think it makes perfect sense, really. It sounds really easy. It's not so easy. But moving forward and having goals and thinking, oh, okay, 2 weeks from now I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be doing this. I've got things, always having plans. Okay, let's see the lesson. And we have the Ace of Cups. So fabulous reconnection with emotions, friends, good friends. Could be also a conception, so there might be a new pregnancy in the family, all that kind of thing with the Ace of Cups. It's like a renewal of your emotions, especially when we've got all this. Then we get this, and then it's like, wow, yeah, but this is what else is on offer for me. Maybe one relationship is null and void, but then you've got others that are just, you can reconnect and feel like yourself again without sort of putting all of that into there, if you know what I mean. Beautiful card. Near future. Yeah, and there comes the grief thereafter of the tumble down tower and the letting go of the toxic connection, or the addiction, whatever it may be, the stuck feeling. And of course there is grief there and heartbreak, but then sometimes that's the only way, and then you acknowledge it with the 3 of Swords, and then you find that you can heal. But if you're hiding from it or running from it, it will follow you. It will tap you on the shoulder and remind you, yeah, you're still not looking deep enough, you're still not forgiving yourself about what's happened, or you're missing somebody that's no longer with us on this planet, but they're in the other space, the other world that we don't really know much about, but we know enough if we are lean that way. So there you go, a bit of grief coming in, but then that's good, because grief promotes healing. Acknowledging grief, I should say, promotes healing. What's happening that you're not realising? Strength, self-awareness, controlling your emotions, especially with these 2. Very much, it's a very difficult card, this one, but I'm thinking July, August, you're going to feel a lot better about things in terms of how you control your emotions with that particular thing or person. So being self-aware as well. Yeah, okay, this is how it is, but I need to sort of move on from that, because there's no more to be done from it, as we've been seeing with the Tower. Okay, so really keeping a lid on those emotions and being self-aware of how others feel as well as yourself. Big card, but it's always a bit of a difficult one because emotions sometimes just come out of nowhere and you just think, oh, but you know you've got to learn to control them or else they can be devastating. Okay, let's see how others see you. 6 of Pentacles, giving and taking in equal measure, really, you know, feeling like if someone's not giving you their 50%, well, they're not giving you their 50%. You might be doing 70%, they're doing 30%, whatever. But this sort of says, yeah, it needs to be 50-50, and if it isn't, rectify it, or literally move on and build a new base in terms of you want relationships to be balanced, and that's how people see you. And interestingly enough, you are Librans, and they are all about balance and karma as well. So 6, balance, harmony, that's how people see you. Enough said. What you're feeling positive about? 5 of Swords, yes, there's 5 different opinions racing around there, 5 different mind states you're trying to sort of appease, but the only thing is to trust your own self. Do your own thing. Don't be asking the others what they would do. You know what you have to do because this is conflict and you're aware of it. So it's like, well, no, come on. You know, just use your intuition, especially in the time of Cancer and emotions. Intuition's high. So trust your intuition over what other people may tell you they would do, because it's not going to help you. You're just going to end up in the confusion and conflict again. Now you're feeling positive about that, so that's great. Final card, final outcome. 9 of Cups, and you get the wish card, you get happiness, you get that feeling of, okay, yes, I've put that to bed. It's been a really long trail of a journey with this. It's been emotionally sabotaged by certain people or events, but now you've got that wish of just that freedom to go, okay, I've done all I can, now I can just sit there with it and go, was the best thing to do. And if you look back at these, you can see that's the best outcome you can get. You've given it your all, and now you can just go, okay, wish card. I just want my own emotional happiness to come first. I don't need to gather a troop of people like the 5 of Swords to sort of back me on it. It's your experience. Thanks so much for listening, Libra. Please like, subscribe and comment to keep the channel moving through, and see you soon.